The wilderness was silent. Not the peaceful silence of rest, but the heavy silence of emptiness. Stretching sand, sharp stone, endless sky. Into this place came Jesus, alone. For 40 days and 40 nights, he walked beneath the burning sun and the cold stars. He ate nothing. He owned nothing. He carried no weapon, no shelter, no crowd to follow him. Only purpose. With each passing day, his body grew weaker, but his spirit grew sharper. Hunger pressed against him like a weight. Fatigue slowed his steps, yet still he remained, choosing obedience over comfort. And when his strength was at its lowest, the enemy came. Not with fire, not with thunder, but quietly, as temptation always does. The devil watched Jesus from the shadows of the rocks, studying him, waiting for the perfect moment. He did not rush. He never did. He knew that temptation is most powerful when a person is tired, hungry, and alone. The first attack was simple. The devil drew attention to the stones scattered across the ground. Ordinary, lifeless stones. And he planted a thought. Power could end this suffering right now. Jesus felt the pull of that thought. He had the power to change the stones into bread. He could satisfy his hunger in an instant. But he refused. Because this journey was not about proving power, it was about trust. Jesus chose to rely not on miracles but on the will of God. And with that choice, the first temptation fell away like dust in the wind. But the battle was far from over. The wilderness shifted, and suddenly the world seemed to open before him. In his mind, he saw cities and kingdoms, rulers and armies, gold and glory. The devil offered him authority over all of it, power without pain, victory without sacrifice, a shortcut, no rejection, no suffering, no cross. But Jesus saw beyond the offer. He knew that ruling without love would only create another prison. That power gained without obedience would corrupt even the purest heart. So he refused again. The kingdoms faded, and the devil's patience began to crack. The next attack was deeper. The enemy turned Jesus' thoughts toward the future, toward betrayal, rejection, and suffering, toward friends who would abandon him, toward crowds who would turn against him. Fear whispered that the cost was too high. Jesus felt the weight of what awaited him. He did not deny the pain. He did not pretend bravery, but he chose love anyway. Because the mission was never about avoiding suffering, it was about saving others through it. Still, the devil pressed on. He urged Jesus to force God's hand, to demand proof, to test divine protection, to leap into danger and compel heaven to respond. But Jesus would not manipulate faith for spectacle. He would not test trust by turning it into a challenge. Faith, he knew, was not about forcing signs. It was about quiet obedience, even when no one was watching. At last, the wilderness grew still again. The devil had nothing left to offer. No hunger could weaken Jesus' purpose. No power could distract him. No fear could turn him back. The battle ended without a single blow being struck. Defeated, the enemy withdrew. Not destroyed, but silenced for a time. Jesus remained. Exhausted, yet unbroken. Weak in body, yet strong in spirit. The wilderness that had once seemed empty was now filled with meaning. The silence no longer felt heavy. It felt victorious. This was not a battle of fists or fire, but of will, truth, and love. And Jesus had won, not by overpowering evil, but by refusing to become it. Soon, he would leave the wilderness and step into the world. He would teach, heal, and walk toward a destiny that included suffering. But because of this victory, he would walk that path unshaken. The quiet war had been fought, and love had prevailed.